Alright everyone, today we're going to be talking about content creation specifically. I got my boy Christian right here in the chair with me, and we're going to be doing a full haircut with him, and we're going to be filming a full haircut with him, right? So the first thing that I'm going to show you guys is going to be the tools that I like to use to record. So you don't need like a fancy setup or anything like that. All you need is a couple very simple things. First thing, number one, you want to have a ring light. So lighting is very important when you're creating content. You want to make sure that you have a direct light going towards the client, and then a secondary light, something like this on the mirror, and then obviously the ceiling lights. So the more lights you have that are pointed directly to the client is going to be best. So things that you want to avoid when you're recording content. You want to avoid recording towards a window. So the rule of thumb is you want the window to be behind you and the window light to be portraying to the client. So the best thing, if you have a window, is to have a window back here. You pull out your phone and you're recording from this angle using the ring light as well. You don't want to have a window here in front of me and be recording towards the window, because that's how you get shadows in your haircut. So lighting is very important. So super simple. I'm going to show you guys some of the tools I like to use to record, right, which are going to be these two things. If you don't have these tools, you'll be perfectly fine just with your phone and your hand. You don't need much. The first tool that I'm going to show you guys is going to be the neck mount right here. And then you're going to throw your phone here. You're going to have it click on. And then now you can easily do your action sauce clip over comb, your scissors, your straight razor. You can do all those shots with the neck mount. So this neck mount you can get on Amazon for literally like 20 bucks, right? That's one tool. Second tool is going to be, this is called a gooseneck mount. So you get one of these, you can throw it on any table or any surface, right? Super simple. Unscrew this up. This comes up. Just throw it on. Screw this up. Throw it on any table like that. Screw this down. Throw your phone in here like that, and now you're able to get a little bit more of like a custom shot. So if I'm doing a straight razor, I can lay him back. I can have this angled down. I can have it angled up. I can have it angled here to where you can see me in the shot as well. So that's kind of what I like to use this one for, is if I'm doing like let's say I'm doing a shot back here where I'm pulling the hair out and I want the client to see my face too, as well as when I'm recording, then that's where I would use the gooseneck. And then I can adjust this up, down. So that's what I would use this one for. How do we want to go about asking the client to record? Somebody give me a answer.
Ask them if it's
Okay. So, but how would I ask them?
I'd be like, hey, so I'm doing content. Do you mind holding my cell phone, right? Or
No,
no?
you're gonna record them.
Maybe.
What do you mean? Wait, you?
Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, hold it straight.
I thought he was. Never mind.
He's
Go
all
ahead and hold that
recording.
right there.
I
Don't move.
missed
Yeah,
the whole-
yeah, you're good.
Go ahead.
No, I mean honestly, when it comes to
I mean,
asking, like you don't even need to make it like hella. You don't need to make it like a crazy thing. Literally, it could be as simple as like this. Like, let's say I just met you, right? Like, so stand up and maybe walk towards me. Let's say I'm literally just meeting you.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Yes.
How's it going? What's your name?
Chris.
Chris, Ricky, nice to meet you, bro.
Nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, bro.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Where you from, bro?
From Hollister, man.
You're from Hollister. Nice, bro. What brings you out to Gilroy?
I just want to get a haircut.
Okay. How'd you hear about me?
I heard about you through Instagram.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, bro. And I seen your cuts, bro. And I think you're getting pretty clean today.
Sick, bro. Nice. What do you do in Hollister? Do you work? Do you go to school, or what do you do?
Right now I'm just going to school. Nothing much. Just school.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool, bro. For sure. All right. What are we doing with your hair, man?
I'm doing a mid taper, a mid blowout taper.
Okay.
I kind of want to keep a little bit of the bulk in the back. I don't really like the bulk getting too crazy, but right now I think it's a pretty good thing.
Okay. So you want to do a mid taper? Do you want any off the top?
I'll get some texture on the top.
Okay, texture on the top, and then you said you like the bulk, but not too much, right?
Yeah, not too much.
Okay, cool. And then, do you like where it's sitting on the forehead? Do you want to bring it up at all, or do you want to keep it kind of where it's at?
Yeah, I kind of want to keep it where it's at.
Keep it where it's at.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So texture, keep the front length where it's at. Keep the bulk, but you said reduce it a little bit right now.
Yeah, just a bit. Yeah.
Reduce it slightly. Sounds good. Mid taper. So you want to do the C cups, right? The taper.
Yeah.
Okay, got you. And then, how short do you like to go around the ears? Do you have a certain number, a certain length that you go around the ears, or you kind of want to go with my best judgment? I think like a number 4 around the ears would probably look good. Probably keep the shape.
Okay, yeah, let's try that.
Let's do number 4.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Number 4. Do you want to do a design or anything like that?
Design? Nah, I'll keep design up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool, for sure, bro. Got you. Just do it. Cool, bro. Real quick, do you mind if I get a before picture?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I feel like this cut's gonna come out super clean, so I want to grab some pictures before and put it on my Instagram.
You ready?
Okay, so notice how you guys see kind of like how it flowed in? Like that was actually pretty realistic. Like I wouldn't like ask somebody to record before you kind of like meet the guy, ask about the guy, know a little bit about the guy, know their haircut, repeat their haircut back to them, and then kind of like say that you're gonna get started. Because like you gotta think like when you're meeting a new client, the things that are going through a new client's mind are like, is this guy gonna mess me up? Is this guy listening to what I'm saying? Am I just like any other haircut that's gonna walk through the door? Is he trying to rush? They're thinking like all these things, right? So like you don't want to ask to record before you kind of like set the record straight and like let the client know that like you're doing it for them first, like out of their best interest versus like your personal gain. Because if like imagine like you barely meet someone, you get them in the chair, you're like, hey bro, do you mind if I like record the whole entire haircut? Then they're kind of like, yeah, but like, do you even like know what I want? Or like, do you even like care about what I'm gonna get? Or do you care about the video? You know what I mean? Yeah. So like you basically take care of the guy first. Oh bro, for sure, we're gonna, what are we gonna do? Where are you from? Da 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 da, your small talk. You repeat the whole consultation back to him. You do the full consultation. Then when the full consultation's done and the client feels seen, heard, understood, all that stuff, then that's when you go in and you ask for the video. So, and you see kind of like Daniel, how did I ask for the video? What kind of like tone or like what kind of
more hype, more like into it.
Okay. And then kind of like lax at the same time.
Yeah.
Like hype in the sense of like, oh, the cut's
like,
gonna come out clean.
Like you're assuring him like, hey, this is gonna come out really nice.
Yeah. But lax in the way of like, oh, do you mind if I get a before picture?
Yeah.
I even say just like picture. I never say like, do you mind if I record like a whole video?
Yeah.
Do you mind if I like create content with you? Like I would just say like, oh, do you mind if I grab a quick pic? And then my quick pic is not gonna be that quick because I want to make sure that
everything looks good.
Yeah.
Before and after.
There. And like notice how when I'm doing the before, I'm not necessarily doing the before on literally like where I'm gonna fade.
Just the hair.
Yeah, like you wanna remember how I was saying that like people on Instagram, they wanna see the person is what they really wanna see. Obviously they wanna see the work too, but first the person, then the work. So like I'm not doing a before and just going like that and then stopping, right? And then going, clients on Instagram, they don't necessarily want to see like just like super close up of the back and like before. Clients want to see something like this. They want to see full frames of the face like that. Obviously, when you're taking the before and you're taking it in the front of the face like that, it's not gonna feel super like, what's it called? Like natural to just grab the phone and be like, all right, bro, I'm gonna go in right in front of your face, you know? But like, you just kind of gotta get used to it. And it's one of those things where like, you start posting more on the gram and clients start coming back to you. Your clients are gonna kind of know, oh, he's getting the before, you know? He's not trying to like throw the camera in my face.
Yeah.
So like, always in the beginning, it's kind of like, it's gonna feel uncomfortable. It's gonna feel kind of weird. Like not gonna feel like super flow, like the very first time, you know. But yeah, like try to get the face framed. And then one thing too, I don't know if you guys can see on my phone, but you guys see the little grid lines that I have, right? So this is how you want to start framing your videos. So like, I could take a video like this, super far, right? And have his face in that little first square. But what I really want to do is I want to almost get like only his head framed in the video. Remember how like when I think we were looking at yours, right? How like we could see kind of like all the space around. If you can, try to get as close as you can so you're only highlighting like the cut itself, not so much like the background. You want to kind of not mess up the before, but like make it look as messy as you can, so that when you do the after, it looks as bright as you can, as styled as you can, and even like in the before, try to like make the client like laugh or smile. That looks hella good on video. Right now I'm gonna do what's called a 3-clip sequence. So I'm basically gonna do 3 clips with a different tool, a different action, and then a different movement. So my first sequence is gonna be super simple. Just anything that's hella satisfying. So like what other parts of the haircut are satisfying?
Actually, maybe the C cut or something.
Lining up your hair.
The lineup, right? The lineup. What about like cutting the hair with scissors? Yeah, it's pretty satisfying. Texturizing the top.
Creating shape.
What was that?
Creating shape.
Creating the shape, yeah. Debulking, like for him, I'm not gonna do a lot of debulking, but I definitely, like you see how like you can almost like, you almost want the person to come in hella shaggy to be able to get like a better video.
Anywhere where the hair's going this way or falling down.
Yeah,
or...
for sure. Yeah. Cool. There. Now I can record another sequence. So same thing. Lighting I want to be good.